What's up, guys? So in this video, we're going to be going over how to build an AI quiz funnel. Okay, so the goal of this is to create a high converting AI quiz funnel that collects user inputs, and these will be free form text, by the way, right? Through a user quiz, right? And we'll dynamically generate AI personalized recommendations based off their answers and captures their emails as well as a lead, because this is a lead magnet, of course, and puts them into a specific nurture sequence based off their answers for the quiz. So the example we're going to be using in this video is to generate personalized recommendations for AI tools that can then be used to sell an AI course or like a B2B custom dev solution, right? And again, this will all depend on the free text response answers that the user will be pitched on, okay? But again, this AI quiz can literally be applied to any other offer, right? So here's the flow of the funnel. First thing we're gonna do is ask some qualifying questions to the user, okay? So here's what I built so far. So what's the primary goal with using AI? What tools are in your current tech stack? How tech savvy are you? What's your budget? Shit like that. From there on, we're gonna categorize the user for either B2C or B2B. For this example, let's say we have two offers, which is gonna be an intro to AI course, so that's gonna be a more B2C offer, right? And the second is gonna be a B2B offer, which is custom dev solutions, which is much more high ticket, obviously, okay? So after that, after we categorize the user, we're then going to generate the AI tool recommendations. Because again, the whole point of this like lead magnet is like you opt into this quiz and get what best AI tools are like best fit for you based off your like what you want, right? We're going to generate these AI tool recommendations obviously using GPT, and we're going to categorize them off GPT. But we're going to make these recommendations using our knowledge base as well, okay? Because again, just like with any business owner or a coach, I'm sure you have specific recommendations based off your prior experience that you make to your students, to make to clients, whatever it may be, okay? From there on, we return a preview of the AI tools based on their answers, and then for the user to get the rest, they have to send in their email, and then we email them the rest. So here's how it would look. So yeah, so here's the preview. So like here's your personalized AI tools, blah, blah, blah. If you want the rest, put in your email, right? But then also on the back end, we can put them in a specific email nurture sequence based off of the LLMs categorize them as B2C or B2B. But again, this AI quiz funnel doesn't have to apply to an AI offer. This works for, say, like fitness coaching as well, right? So let's just say, what's your primary fitness goal? Is there a specific event, deadline, like all this shit, right? From there on, we categorize the user based off their response. So are they trying to lose weight, gain weight, reduce pain, training for a marathon, recover from an injury? Because again, like let's just say for me, I'm 6 feet tall, 150 pounds at the highest. I don't give a shit about losing weight. I care about gaining weight and probably reducing a little bit of back pain from golf, right? So this is the only content I care about, and this will probably reflect in my answers. Thus, will categorize me for gaining weight and reducing pain, will generate fitness advice for me based off that, return a preview of that, but more importantly, I'll get an actual pitch and nurture emails based off my actual situation now, right? But yeah, that's just a quick example with another offer. Let's get back to the AI offer. So to build this, I just use this no-code tool called Landbot.io. I still use some code on the back end, as you guys will see in a bit. But Landbot.io makes you like allows you to embed it onto the actual like landing page, so which is very nice, things like that. But yeah, so it starts off with just the button like, hey there, curious what AI tools match your working style. Take this quick quiz. It takes 45 seconds. They click start now, just like how it showed like up here, right? And let's go through this like step by step. So let's just view the latest version. So yeah, first question, we're gonna ask all these questions like, what's your primary goal with using AI? How tech savvy are you? What tools are in your current tech stack? What's your monthly budget? Okay, so let's do this. Start now. What's your primary goal with using AI? Let's say I want to make AI generated videos. So you hit send. It asks how tech savvy are you with some examples. Let's just say beginner. What tools are in your current tech stack? Let's just say N8N. And what's your budget? Let's just say 0 to 100 for now. Okay. And after we answer these questions, what's going to happen now is that we're going to call a webhook, and this is going to go to an API call that we deployed onto AWS. And the code for all that for that API call and everything is going to be in the description, by the way. But what we're going to do is send all the answers to the question in this API call. And the flow of how this request works is that we're going to send obviously our answers to this request. We're going to use GPT to categorize if the user is B2B or B2C. And again, for say the fitness offer, we would categorize them as like losing weight, training for a marathon, gaining weight, shit like that, right? We'll use GPT then to generate the actual AI tool recommendations, because again, the whole point of this lead magnet was these users want like an actual recommendations of AI tools that are best fit for them. So we're going to give them that, obviously, right? We're going to send this data for tracking. You don't need to worry about that now, to be honest. But we're going to return in the actual API call is a generated user ID that's like customized to the specific user, so we can track everything. Also a preview of the response, because we're just going to show the user initially like just like a portion of it. That way we can actually capture their email, the full response, and then lastly, their assigned categories. So that's gonna be whether if they're a fit for our B2B or B2C offer, because again, that's gonna decide the actual flow that they go to next, right? So yeah, from there, the user will get the actual preview of the AI tools that are best fit for them. And as you guys saw earlier, if you want the rest, put in a motherfucking email. They put in their email. Let's put in my dummy email. Let's say gmail.com. And once you submit that, then I'll actually get an email with the full description with the pitch for a course, I assume. And here's what the email would look like. And again, I kind of just made this email off the rip. This is for a fucking demo. So then here's the custom tech stack for the user, and then please buy my course, I'm poor. But yeah, so how the rest of the flow of this works with this after this webhook, because again, this webhook's gonna send all this data right here, right? The user ID, the preview of the response, the full response, and the assigned category. After that, we're gonna return the message. From there on, we ask for the email, just like what we did over here. And then it's gonna check if the B2B qualified flag is true or not. So that's the category that we did earlier with LLMs. Are they a fit for our B2B custom dev solutions, or are they more a fit for our AI intro offer? And then that's gonna decide which email that they get. All right. And what we can do from here on is just add another. I just didn't do it because I don't have a fucking ConvertKit account. Is you can send a webhook again to push all this data. Like the reason why we do all this and sending a user ID, a preview of the response, a full response, the assigned category, is that we can then make another webhook right here, right? I just didn't put it, but we put another webhook here for both of these. You need two. And then you send all the data to, say, ConvertKit to then put them in a specific nurture sequence, right? Based off the category. So for B2B qualified, we're going to say send more case studies about like past work we've done for clients. For if they're more fit for the intro offer, so this would be false, right? The B2B qualified would be false. We would send more like, I don't know, like how to make money using AI, shit like that. I don't know, right? But again, the whole point of this is to put the user in a specific nurture sequence based off their actual free response answers. But yeah, guys, that is how you build an AI quiz funnel. Hope you guys really enjoyed this, and thank you guys so much.